everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Alifa Marviani. My exam number 0028 00298 class 9A. My purpose is to understand how to make crippled text and how to read it. Today, we will discuss the topic of food disaster. What is the phenomenon? In simple terms, flooding can be defined as the overflow of water in large quantities onto land that is usually dirty. Flood occurs due to many things such as extensive rain, overflowing stream of river, lake, and ponds. Why it can be happen? Flood can occur due to high rainfall. People littering the river so that the water overflow, and when it rains it will flood. And then when it usually happens? Flash flooding occurs within 6 hours of the rain event. Flooding is a long-term event and may last a week or more. Flooding along river is a natural and inevitable part of life. Some flood occurs seasonally when winter or spring rain, coupled with melting snow, fill river basins. And where it usually happens? With too much wet water too quickly. River floodplains and coastal area are the most susceptible to flooding. However, it is possible for flooding to occur in areas with usually long periods of heavy rainfall. Bangladesh is the most flood-prone area in the world. And then who can solve the problem? Okay, first, from or solve so as not to litter. And both government must be responsible. For example, by fixing something that is broken. Okay, this how it can be happen. Floods are the most frequent type of natural disaster and occur when an overflow of water submerges that is usually dirty. Floods are often caused by heavy rainfall, rapid snowmelt, or a storm surge from a tropical cyclone or tsunami is coastal area. Okay, thank you, Zes. Flood is an overflow of water that soaks up or covers land. Flood area the most frequent type of natural disaster worldwide. It can be caused by several things naturally and from the action of human behavior. The most common cause is because of the overcapacity of the body of water, AH, river or lake. As a result, some of the water flow outside of the body of water. It can also occur in the river when the standards of the river is so high that it flows right out the river channel. A flood from sea may be caused by a heavy storm, a high tide, a tsunami, or a combination of the three. Soil and vegetation absorb most of the surface water. Floods happen when there is a lack of thirst and the soil alone cannot absorb the water. The water then turns off the land in quantities that cannot be carried in the stream channel or kept in natural ponds or man-made reservoirs. A flood can also be caused by blocks, wide pipes, and waterways, such as the Jakarta flood. There are several types of flood. Flooding flood occur natural and many rivers forming and known as the floodplain. This river flood usually rose from heavy rain, sometimes combined with melting snow, which caused the river to overflow their banks. A flood that river and falls rapidly with little or no advance warning is called a flash flood. Keyword flood means the instant inability a river like drainage or other waterway to accommodate massive quantities of water. So, the water overflows and enters the surrounding area. Flood can occur in the area on the edge of the river or a region that was once a river absorption, and also in the area where the drainage system is destroyed. This disaster usually occurred in the rain season of the rainfall with high intensity and with a very long duration. There are two factors that can cause flood. The natural factor and social factor. The first factor is the natural factor. This factor is a cause that comes from nature itself. Nature produces heavy rain that cannot to fall and cause the area of water absorption overflow, so that the water can no longer flow. As a result, the water will spread to all directions and enter into residential area. In addition, nature can also cause the constitution of the river as a result of erosion. It causes the sedimentation get into the river and reduce the capacity of the river. The second factor is the social factor. This factor is a factor that often causes flood. It happens because of human behavior itself, which often causes natural damage. People often throw the trash in the river. It is causing the surface of the river become slow of the trash piling up. Some people also build their house of the buildings in the area that's supposed to be a water absorption area to the river. The surface of the river that becomes slow causes the river can no longer accommodate water in the large amounts, and also cause the soil can no longer absorb the water. Arose when the rain fell with a long duration. Even though it is not so heavy, it will cause water overflow towards all the direction, and the large amount of water will flow into residential area. The water caused the house area would even worse flood cold, seeing the house is the residential. According, flood caused a lot of harm to the community. After the flood, various diseases will inevitably arise, such as acting water fleas, ringworm, and other types of diseases. The crop failure was also a result of the flood, so that many people suffered. There are also those who have lost their belongings and even their lives because they were dragged away the surge flow of the flood. This flood is very unsettling for the community and of course the economic force in area this group so social, economic, farms and transportation. In, in overcoming this flood, there are many ways that can be done steering, no bay cleaning the river and not throwing garbage into the river, and multiply green light that can absorb rainwater. Another way is to do reforestation and selective logging in desert forests. Okay, it is about the flood disaster. I'm Alifa, here to say goodbye and